Hello, everyone. I'm Rebecca Lombardo, host of VendorVibes and fractional CMO. Today, I'm here with Cassandra from Monty Reviews. Hello, Cassandra.
Hi, Rebecca. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining. So, tell us, what is Monty Reviews?
So Monty Reviews is a platform that is totally standalone, does not have to integrate with any tech stack, but it can. That helps improve reviews and capture feedback from guests while they are there during their stay. So we route issues away from if it's a hotel at the front desk, if it's a short-term rental, away from getting many, many calls. We route them right to the right person. And you can fix and solve those issues while the guests are staying there on property instead of them showing up in a negative online review.
That sounds amazing. So, what makes you guys different from anything else out there?
So most review or reputation management companies are either sending a review request or a request about how was your stay after the fact. I'm sure you get a lot of them. In fact, how many did you get this week?
Oh my gosh. I got like three or four all at the same time.
Yeah. Well, from we work with restaurants and things too, and I love Coffee Bean, and I feel like every time I put an online order to Coffee Bean, I get a review request 3 days later, 6 days later, and I'm like, I don't remember how my drink was that day. So we are trying to help short-term rental properties and hotels capture that guest feedback while they're still staying there. The other big difference, in addition to capturing that feedback during the stay, is that we do not have to have the guest information already. So if like the text platforms, et cetera, they need the guest information to be able to interact with the guest, or it's going through an OTA. And so with us, the short-term rental property or the hotel would put a touch point. I can actually show you an example. Would put a touch point like this in the room or in the lobby, or if it's a restaurant on the table. And then the guest scans a QR code, and this one is an issue code. So this would go to how can we help you during your stay? It would go right to the right person. And so if it's a maintenance issue, it could go to your maintenance team. If it's a housekeeping need, it can go to the housekeeping team. And we can route it based off of exactly where you want and what hours. And then we have similarly, but how was your stay? Or we actually have a hotel that wants to put these under each bed, like a little table tent, and say, "Don't worry, we checked here too. We cleaned here too. But if you need anything, or if you want to leave us some feedback, scan this QR code." The guest will scan the QR code, and it will take them to a place where they can leave stars and feedback. If they leave 3 stars or below, it gets routed as an SOS right to the right person. So if it's an STR, if that's your property management team, or if it's a hotel, it might be the GM working that night. And then if they are able to fix it while the guest is still there before it turns into becoming a 1 star review on Google or TripAdvisor. If it's a 4 or 5 star review or feedback, we send them right to the platform of the property's choice. So they go straight to Google or TripAdvisor, they leave that great review, and we actually, on average, are decreasing negative reviews by 65% and increasing the amount of reviews incredibly. One property, it just increased in less than 5 months their reviews by tenfold. So from about 11 a month to 110 a month. And then they went from 3.5 to 4.4 stars in just 5 months.
Wow. So, what I'm hearing is timing is important.
Yes. There, you gotta you want to know about it while you can still fix it, right? And I've talked with 5 GMs already this week that say, "Oh my gosh, we keep seeing these 1 star and 2 star reviews show up for things that we could have fixed." So like noise or what have you. And so those are things that they could easily fix had they known about them first. And we're trying to capture that feedback while the guest is still there and you've got a chance.
Amazing. So, speaking of, can you think about clients that are happy with you right now and tell us maybe why they're so happy?
Yes. Well, in addition to improving their reviews, because that um, it's not just about the stars, right? That's about filling rooms and revenue and driving more people to the property. Because I mean, I check reviews when I'm going to buy something online for like $5. Do you do the same? Like, do you?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so funny now because I think when I'm going through, I'm like, I can't buy something in person because I got to go check the reviews online first. So it's the same thing when we're going to stay. So not only are we increasing stars, that's actually turning up in higher occupancy rates. What we're also doing that I know is big for the short-term rental market, that is a lot of your viewers, is helping properties show up in AI guest search. So we have a property that has a stellar view, and they were struggling with how to make sure that they're showing up on the OTAs for that view, and then also just in regular guest search in their city when somebody searches phenomenal view on the beach in what have you city. So what we're doing is actually we've put a QR code on the balcony on their table that says, "How are you enjoying the view? Can you please tell us about it?" The guest scans the code. They make sure to mention the review and the view in their review, and then they're showing up for that in AI guest search. So on average, our uh, hotel partners and SDR partners have a 14 place lift in their SEO, higher on Google.
That's perfect. And you're literally fulfilling everything that I'm telling people to do in marketing as well, because it's like the AEOs are out there looking for very specific things to pull back, right? With these longer searches. And so if your jam is these saunas and hot tubs in every property, like then ask how was the sauna and hot tub, right? That you have
Right.
to plant the seed, tell them exactly what you want feedback on. Like hopefully they use the word in the review, like view or what have you. And then that feeds into that engine. So I love that you're being so detailed and, thought forward in that. That's perfect.
Thank you for that. Yes, exactly. And we can not only track each piece of feedback back to the specific property and the specific area of the property, or a specific hotel room or table at a restaurant, but we can alter what we ask. So for that property that I was just telling you about, they have the QR code that's on the table, says that right there, how's the view? And then when they load up that code, it asks them, how's the view? Can you please tell us about that specifically? But the one in the bathroom says, how can we help you during your stay? If you need anything from us, scan here. So very different because the guest that needs something in the bathroom is not the guest that's sitting with a drink on the balcony. So that bathroom code is just an issue code. It would never prompt them for a review. And then we have one in their kitchen. Just say, how are you enjoying your stay? So we can ask specific to every single code so that we are prompting for what the property wants to show up for.
Amazing. Are you guys only working in the US? Are you international?
We are global, and our founders actually started the company in out of Wales, England. And then we are expanding quickly, but I am the face of Monty Reviews in North America. So I am launching here, and we've been onboarding actually 2 hotels this week.
So do you have kind of a unique or ideal fit for who you guys like to work with?
Right now, it's interesting. We're running a lot of different trials with a lot of different types of customers. So we've got some boutique hotels, we've got some larger few hundred room hotels. We have a hotel that's had in Spain that has had a lot of great success with us that's 400 rooms. And then the STR market, because I know that there's a lot of property management companies that are growing really rapidly and needing a solution that keeps all the reviews in one place, that routes things to the right people at the right time. And then also that can capture the guest data. I know I saw you just posted today about OTAs and getting guest data. So that is something that we are seeing that is beneficial to all size markets. 68% of the data that we're capturing right now is from the non-booking guest. So especially in STRs, because I can imagine, if a family, they go visit their family somewhere on, they're on vacation, but they're visiting family that lives in that town, and the family that lives in that town comes to enjoy the view also at the property, and they see this review code and say, okay, yeah, I'll leave a review, or I'll leave them feedback on the view. Now we've captured that non-booking guest data, and it's unlocking an entirely new revenue stream and marketing capability, because that guest that maybe lives in the town that's not actually staying at your property, so you'd never have their data, but now you do. They can tell, you market to them, they can tell more friends about the property, et cetera, or might even end up staying there themselves. But now you have that opportunity to market directly to them.
Well, I love that.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Yeah. So if somebody listens to this and says, I want to know more, or I'm interested in working with you guys, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
So the best way would be either on LinkedIn. You're able to schedule with my Calendly right there, or just to message me. It's Cassandra with a K at montyreviews.com.
Perfect. Thank you so much for chatting with me today.
Thank you, Rebecca. I appreciate it.
Cheers, everyone.